Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody has any questions? We didn't have any assignments, right, last time? Oh, we did?
No, but 13, we couldn't do that. That's why you said that work on the 13 again.
Yeah, the dynamic lookup cache with SCD type 2 with dynamic lookup cache.
I mean, Abdul, we did. I mean, actually, I tried to do that, but like, I don't know, like all the time it gives me error. Like, as long as
I
just
gave the entire code in screenshots. If you guys cannot copy from screenshots and do it, then you won't get that much help at work. They'll just say do dynamic lookup cache, SCD type 2 with dynamic. You have to watch videos and watch recordings. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. So, can you guys see my screen?
yes.
See, is Sonia there on the call?
I'm here.
Okay, were you able to do it?
It gives me the same error. With the MD5, it doesn't take that MD5 expression inside.
Tonya, does it give you also duplicate errors or not?
No, it gives me the Boolean whatever error it used to give me.
Okay.
Oh, I saw your error message. You shared that.
Yeah, okay. So this is my source. 10 and 20. I'm going to truncate my target table and show from scratch. So I don't have any data in here. Okay. So I'm going to, first of all, just run this workflow. No changes here. No changes. Run this workflow. Okay. And let me do select star on this table. Okay. Do you see Abdul got inserted and end dated at the same time? Because that's the bad record. And then the correct record for Abdul got inserted and it's active. Do you see I don't have MD5 column here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Second scenario. Okay. So this is insert. Okay. I will change Abdul's department ID from 20 to 30. This will get in. So what will happen? The first thing that will happen is this one will get end dated. This will have an end date here, and this will have an active flag N. This one will get inserted, and then it will have insert date and end date and N, and this would be the final active record. Okay, so let me run this. So this will get end dated. This will have N. 1 Abdul 10 1000 will be inserted, end dated, and active N. Then 1 Abdul 30, the latest record will be active. That will be the only active. Is that clear to everyone? Okay. So I will add. So what I will do is I'll add change from. Oh, actually, I just did that. I changed from 20 to 30. So let me add a brand new. Let me do another test case. Ramil. I'll just insert 1000. Okay. I'll just insert a 10,000. Okay. I'll just do Control S and run the workflow. So what's the first thing that will happen? No changes for Abdul. and then Ramil will be inserted as an active record, right? No changes for, oh, actually, okay, sorry. There will be changes for Abdul. So this record will get end dated, okay? This record will, yeah. So the last record for Abdul got end dated, and then one Abdul 30 got inserted, and Ramil will be just, Ramil will only have one record here. So let's look at the mapping here. So I imported the structure of the source. Okay. Now I am not using MD5. I'm not creating insert flag and update flag. Why am I not creating insert and update flag?
Because
Because
it's dynamic lookup.
yeah, this will determine if the record has to be inserted or updated. Okay. But you still need an expression to put this. Okay. So when you're doing dynamic lookup cache, you cannot return MD key. Okay. I mean, you don't have to put +1 here. You can actually delete this. You cannot return MD key, right? Did you guys understand why we have this in name? So one Abdul 10 will be inserted in the cache, and then one Abdul 20 will overwrite. Okay. If there are multiple records in the source file, this associated expressions will overwrite this one. In means it's coming in. So one Abdul 10 will be inserted into the lookup cache, and then one Abdul 20 will come from the source and overwrite it. First one Abdul 10 will come here, and then first one Abdul 10 will come here and get stored in the lookup cache. Then one Abdul 20 will come and overwrite whatever was there in the lookup cache, and you will only have one record, one Abdul 20. Okay, so this will overwrite if there are multiple rows in the source, but you have no use for MD key, right? You have no use. See, MD key is not even going out from my lookup, from my expression. So get rid of this. This is useless. So if you don't have LKP MD key, you cannot even update the records, right? Right. So if you don't have LKP MD key, you cannot even update the records. So that is the reason you have to update on natural keys. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So if there are multiple rows in my source file, this will make sure that only one record is getting. But what if I do not have multiple records in my source file? I just have one record inserted in my target and another record is coming in. How will I make sure that these are different records? So I will create MD5 here. I don't know why it's giving you that error. So if I do validate, it works for me. Okay, you have to select dynamic lookup cache, insert else update, and output old value on update. Okay, you will have to take all of these records out. There is one more thing I did. Okay. So is this clear to everyone so far yet?
Abdul, can you repeat again? Why did you create the MD5?
I did not. Can somebody answer this?
No, not here. Yeah, right there.
So if a record is coming in, how do I know that the department ID and salary did not change? See, this one. If I have this will handle it. Okay, this will ensure that only one Abdul 30 will be inserted into the target table. Is that clear? Why we have this?
Okay.
Okay. Now in the second run, when I change from 30 to 40, okay, the incoming record is 40, and in the lookup cache, in the lookup, we said pick up all the records which are active flag Y. So it will only pick up this record for Abdul. So incoming is 40 and over here is 30. So how do I know that 40 and 30 are not same? So that is the reason I put that update dynamic cache condition. This is the condition which will ensure that the incoming record is not equals to the existing record, and then it should be updated. Since I don't have LKP MD key, I will have to natural keys. I will have to update on natural keys. Do it. You guys took like 3-4 days already. Well, I don't know why it's taking so long. Okay, then we have expression C. I don't have insert and update flag here. I'm not writing if is null LKP MD key comma y comma n, because I cannot return LKP MD key from this one. Okay, I can only return. You have to take everything out from here, and in the router I said new lookup row is equals to 1 is insert, new lookup row equals to 2 is equals to update. Okay, then from here everything insert is going to remain the same, everything gets mapped. Okay, then upsert, you will take everything from update and map it here. Okay, over here this is one more change here. Since you're not returning LKP MD key from the lookup, you will map on, you will update based on emp ID, dept ID, salary, and insert date. You will update these two columns based on these 4 key columns. This is in my target table, this is the primary key, and this one I created at the Powercenter level only. I did not create that in the database level. I created at the Powercenter level only for updates. Primary key is only this one at the database level. So if I go back to the database, impl scd2, where is my impl? Oh, it's emp scd2. Okay. Yeah, this is my. See. Only primary key is only on MD key. Okay, the other columns are okay. One person can share screen. I want to finish this up. I'm not sure why it's taking so long. One person share screen for this. I'll fix theirs and then that's it. We'll move on. We are already delayed. Okay, let me stop sharing, and one person who did this can share screen.
I mean, I can share that, but like I have a lot of different things from your mapping.
Why? I sent all the screenshots, right? Okay, please share your screen. Let's finish this. Let's finish this. Show me the structure of your target. You have MD5 there. Please read the messages. I must have said at least 5 times. Do not use MD5. New lookup row equals to 1 is used for insert. New lookup row is 2 is used for update. MD5 is used for making your update flag smaller. You're not even using update flag. No need of MD5. Okay, show me from the left side. Look at my screenshot also. I don't have MD5 anymore. Okay. Double click on your expression. Emp ID, name, dept ID, salary, phone number, zip code, insert end date, good. Insert active flag, update active flag, good, good. Please delete that MD5. That's useless. Okay, show me your error flag. Is your error flag okay? I'm not going to go into error flag. Okay, show me the error flag. The error flag. Yeah, show me that. You put and, that's why. Wait. If is number emp ID and not is null dept ID and salary greater than or equals to 0 and reg match phone number. No, that is wrong. You're supposed to say n comma y, not y comma n. If all these conditions are satisfied, it's a good record. Good record means error flag will be N. Right? If emp ID is numbered and dept ID is not null and salary is greater than or equals to 0 and phone number is in this format, then error flag should be Y. Otherwise, error flag should be N. Say okay. Say okay. Control S. Okay. You took all the columns from here and dumped it into the lookup. Very good. Double click on your lookup. Go to ports. Delete that in MD5. That is useless. In MD5. Okay. Hold on. So debt ID, salary, phone number. Where is your zip code? Why don't you have zip code here? Second column is emp ID. Third column is debt ID. Fourth column is salary. Fifth is phone number. Where is zip code?
We're not tracking changes on zip code.
Okay,
We're
you're
just
not tracking changes
supposed
on
to
zip code.
check the error for zip code, but not the changes.
Okay. You're not tracking on. Okay, that is completely different thing. You still need to have zip code here. What if in the source you have 1 Abdul 10, 11111, 1 Abdul 20, 1 Abdul 10, 22222. Right? You're not tracking changes on zip code, which is okay. You won't have that in the MD5. But over here, you still need to have, right? Kamil, I cannot hear you. Maybe you're on mute.
You mean the zip code, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to have zip code. Okay, we will not enter record with different zip codes. Forget that. Ignore that for now. Okay, in emp ID, in name, in debt ID, in salary, in phone number, in zip code. Why are you bringing in error flag, error message in here? So, okay, you can
But
do it this way.
it doesn't do anything here, right? So
Yeah, exactly. So I'll tell you a better. This is okay. I'm not too worried. Say apply. Say okay. So you could have had a after expression. You could after expression. You could have put a router there. Don't do anything right now. Okay. You could have put a router there. You could have said good records and bad records. So bad would have flown from the bottom to the bad flat file or bad table.
Yeah, right away, and could go through the this one.
Yeah, why do you want to drag unnecessary bad records to the lookup cache? And so remember, performance tuning, filter should be used or router should be used as close to source as possible. Okay, instead of dragging all the unwanted rows through lookup and then router, and then from the router here, you should have just used router before express. Anyways, that's okay. That you can fix it later. Double click on your lookup. No, go to ports. Go back to ports.
But and here is, I saw that like you showed to Tonya that we should put this one.
Yeah, go back to ports first. So in emp ID, in name, in debt ID, in salary, in phone number, in zip code. Yeah, in insert date, active flag, update. Yeah, that is all unnecessary. Okay, go back to your properties. Now let's go to properties. Where is your lookup override? How will you pick up records equals to Y? You will start comparing with the first record, right?
That you mentioned about this, you put over here, right? MD5.
Forget about MD5. Forget about MD5. Scroll to the top. Do you see lookup SQL override?
The active flag
equals to Y. You have to either do that or pick last value, right?
Here we are.
You don't know what I'm talking about. Do you know why we do that?
This one?
Yeah.
If there are like let's say that matching more values, then it takes the last one.
Which is Y, right? Which will always the last record will be Y.
Y.
So either say use last value, or in the lookup SQL override say select star from table where active flag equals to Y. Either do that or do this. You did not have that selected. Okay. Scroll down. Dynamic lookup cache, output old value, insert else update. Say okay. Control S. Okay, minimize the lookup. Go to router, get rid of MD key.
This one.
empd key.
Empty key.
I said you don't need MD key, you don't need MD5. You have both the columns. Get rid of MD5 also, that's useless. Go back to lookup, we have to make one more change. So say apply, say okay, Control S. So right now dynamic lookup cache will handle if there are multiple rows in your source. But how will it handle if the record in the source has changed with what's there in the target? So go to properties. Yeah, create the MD5.
That's what I confused here. That like
Instead of true, you have to put the MD5. I mean,
so here the MD5 is gonna be same the tracking data.
What is MD5 used for? It is used for tracking changes on columns, right? Columns which are changing. Double click on all those columns. Debt ID, salary, phone number.
Ramil to car.
Yeah, I will do that too a little later. Hold on. Phone number, salary. It's not equal to the other one, or?
I don't know why you're asking for questions. This is MD5, Ramil. So put not equal to at the end. At the end, put not equals to. Phone number, salary, and department ID are from the lookup, right? Okay, type in another MD5. That's okay. You can look at this later. Type another MD5 there. Okay, go back to ports. So in emp ID, in debt ID, pipe, in salary, pipe, in phone number. Incoming records are not equals to the one in the lookup, then you will update.
Right.
Validate. Hold on. Tonya, can you see what you're doing different?
Yeah, I'm checking. I'm gonna see if mine works right now.
Okay, click OK. Say apply. Say OK, Control S. Okay, show me your router. Go to groups. Error flag equals to Y. You want to load bad records in insert?
No, these are my good records.
Okay, so why would a good record have error flag Y?
Abdul, why it is matter like for me, Y is good record. I'm putting here Y and it goes to the good record, right?
Forget about that. Error flag equals to Y means it's a bad record, right?
No, but for me, like a logic, I put the Y. It works, right? For me. That's why I asked you like a couple class before that, like Abdul, if someone goes inside the router and checks
it's not up to you. It's not up to you. Your error flag should be Y for bad records. Error flag should be N for good records. If it's a good record, it shouldn't have an error flag. Error flag should be N. For a bad record, error flag should be 5. Go back to your expression. Say apply. Say okay.
Correct in my expression. I'm just like a couple.
So you did it wrong. You cannot have, for a good record, you cannot have error flag y. Why will a good record have error flag y? It will have error flag n.
I did the opposite, like opposite the logic.
You have at the beginning also opposite.
I asked you
Yeah.
like couple classes before that, like the same question. If someone at the work goes inside the router and check the y and n, you said no. If it is
I said you can put y or n, you can switch that. But if you put or, right now you're putting and, right? Double click on that. You remembered half of what I said. Double click on your.
I'm remembering whatever you say.
Go back to the, yeah, click that. What are you using here? Are you using and or or?
And
When you're using and, that means all these records, all these conditions will be satisfied, right?
yes, which
All
means
these
that
conditions, this
right?
is a good record, right?
Which means that equal to y right here.
Equals to n, not y.
Okay, here right now in this here, I'm talking about here. Is this equal to y or not? The good record is equal to y, right?
How can a good record have error flag y? Error flag y means it's a bad record. But if it is satisfying all these conditions, it will be n comma y.
Okay, is it internationally accepted letter or
Yes.
not?
Yes.
That is
You're
what
not understanding. You're not understanding.
I am understanding. I asked
When you have and in, when you're putting and, it should be n comma y. When you're putting or, it can be y comma n. If a record is bad, error flag is n. Okay, so it's satisfying all these conditions. That means it's not a bad record. So error flag will be n. Click OK. What you did is working, but you cannot have error flag equals to y for good records. Okay, click OK. Yeah, you have to change that also. See, how does this make sense? If error flag equals to n, you're saying please fix it. Error flag n means not a bad record. It's a good record. Say okay. For you, it's okay, but if somebody else is looking at your code, they would say, why is no changes there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you have to put y there. Error flag y, bad record. Okay. Control S. Okay, move that to your left. No, move to your right, sorry. Okay. So show me one at a time. Show me insert first. Okay. Scroll up. Is that insert or update or upsert?
Insert.
Supposed to write the names. Cancel this. Cancel this. Move this up. This is error. Minimize this error. I don't want to look at this one. This one probably is good.
This one's update.
This is update. Okay. So you have no MD key coming from lookup, right? So you cannot.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, let's look at insert first. Let's look at insert.
Insert this one.
How do you know that is insert? That could be upsert also, right?
No, it cannot be upsert because it says upsert here.
Okay. So show me insert. Show me where it is coming from in the router.
You
Open your router. I want to make sure you copy it from insert. Scroll down a little bit. Yeah, it's coming from insert. So emp ID, name, dept ID, salary, zip code, phone number, no end date, an active flag, insert active flag. Okay, minimize this. And then MD key is coming from sequence generator. Okay, show me your upsert.
Upsert. Okay.
So all the records should come from the update section of router. I just want to see that it's coming from the update section of router.
Yeah.
Okay, and then MD key is coming from
the
sequence generator. Make it bigger. Make that upsert bigger.
Bigger. Okay.
Active flag and insert end date. Active is flag. Okay, this is also good. Show me your update. There's a problem with your update now.
Yeah, probably.
Because you're not returning, you cannot return MD key, right? In dynamic lookup cache, you can only return the columns which are incoming. So your incoming is emp ID, name, debt ID, and salary. Only those you can return. Unfortunately, you cannot.
Okay.
You don't have MD key, right? See, MD key is nothing is mapped to MD key.
Yeah.
Right. So if you cannot update on the natural key, if you cannot update on surrogate, usually you should update on surrogate key. If you cannot update on surrogate key, you will have to update on natural key, which is emp ID, name, debt ID, salary, phone number, and
So I
zip
should
code.
get all of them
Yeah.
from here, right?
Yes, but no. You have to go to your target. Do you import target as shortcut?
This one?
Yeah. Double click on it. So open this in the shortcut folder. We have to make emp ID, name, debt ID, salary, phone number as primary keys. Only at the Powercenter level.
My workflow works now. I made a mistake in MD key. It works now.
Is it working?
Yes, but I didn't remove that MD key and I mapped it. So, but it still works. Like I didn't remove the port. What Remil just did.
Yeah, that's okay. It can just sit there, but you cannot put anything. No. You're not in shortcut folder. You're still in regular folder. Yeah, double click on that. Okay. Go to targets. Yeah, it can sit there. MD5 can sit there, no problem. No. Okay, open your target.
Just the
Okay, double click on this. Make only at Powercenter, make emp ID, name, debt ID.
Also, Abdul, I'm sorry for interrupting. Once I tried to create the table from here, and when I did the primary key on the SQL, it actually did the check constraint. It didn't do the primary key from here. So is it not a good idea creating keys?
I actually never do it from here. I actually always do it from the database and then import it from there. I never do it from here to database. Yeah, okay. Select emp ID. Select debt ID. You don't need to. Yeah, you can or you cannot. Okay. Emp ID, debt ID, salary, phone number, and zip code.
And primary.
Okay. Yeah, your insert date should also be primary key. I'll show you why. If you do not put that as primary key, what will happen? I'll show you. Say primary key. Say apply. Say OK. Control S. No. Don't make it. Don't make it. I want to show you what happens. Say apply. Say OK. Control S. Guys, I did this once in my life. In 12 years, I did this once. But I want you guys to be prepared. Usually, whatever SCD type 2, the simple ones I showed you, that is always what I used. All the 60, I mean, all the 75 plus 45, 100, 110 SCD type 2s I did. It was all based on the previous one. This one I did it once in my life. Okay. Yeah. Now double click on your update strategy and get rid of MD key, because MD key is not coming from the lookup. Get rid of that. Say apply. Say OK. Control S.
And then the other ones.
Okay. Bring in all the natural keys.
All the natural keys, right?
Yes.
Okay, so update.
But yeah, close it. Yeah, so move to your left. Okay. So bring in emp ID.
Insert date after emp ID.
From the lookup, yeah. From the lookup, Yeah. No, from the lookup. You always update on LKP columns, right? So yeah, bring out those columns. Okay, now map emp ID to emp ID. And debt ID to debt ID. Salary to salary, and phone number to phone number. Oh, you don't have zip code.
That's why I didn't bring the zip code over there. No problem. We can.
Okay, Control S. Okay, so go back. Do Control S. Okay, go back to your shortcut folder and don't make zip code as key column. Go back to your shortcut folder.
I see, because we don't have it, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to bring that out as well, but that's okay. We will. Right now, in this case, we will not use that. Okay.
Okay.
Get rid of. Just make not key and then uncheck that box. Uncheck that box. Okay. Say apply. Say OK. Control S. Okay. And log out and log in from regular folder. So this was complicated. So that's the reason I said I'll pay you guys money if you guys.
Ramil, I don't think you have an error on the zip code. Do you have a reg match on zip code?
No, I didn't do it on purpose. I know. Yeah, I didn't do error on the right now for the zip code.
Yeah, we are assuming that zip code is going to be good. So
yes, assuming that zip code is good, but I know that on the question we have to put the zip code too.
okay, so
Okay,
you mapped empty ID, name, debt ID, salary. Show me where are you getting the active flag? It should be update active flag, not insert active flag. Backtrack active flag in update. No, yeah, right. Selling backwards and show me in the update where it is coming from. Yeah, correct. Okay, last thing. Double click on the update strategy and make it DD underscore update. Oh, or one. That is good. That is good. Say okay, Control S. Okay, this should work. Refresh your session. Truncate your target table.
I think I did it. Oh, target table. Oh,
from the database.
Error table, you say. I'm sorry.
No, target table from database. Yeah, truncate your target table. The error table can be truncated from from Powercenter only.
But it's gonna truncate all the time.
Yeah, let's execute that. Okay. Yeah, good. Go back to, I want to see everything from scratch. Go to properties. Go to properties first. Data driven. Okay, good.
Data driven.
Yeah.
This one is one.
Okay.
That one is reading from correct
folder.
Correct folder and name is correct direct.
Okay.
That one is upsert, no truncate.
Very good.
That one is update, no truncate.
Very good.
Target, no truncate. That
very
one
good.
Yes, truncate.
Very good.
Lookup, HR.
You gave the connection. Okay.
Connection, yes.
Okay, show me your source now.
Here.
Yes, you're okay. Control S. Okay. Show me your source file.
Source file. Okay.
So no, you already okay. So make sure you close all the flat files. Okay. So in your source you have one Abdul 10 and one Abdul 20. So which one should, so one Abdul 10 should be inserted and end dated at the same time, and then one Abdul 20 should be inserted and should be open ended. It should not be
white.
Yeah.
Which means the flag white should be.
Yeah. 2 Rahman should be loaded open ended. Sami should be loaded to bad.
Bad. This one is
Nazir
bad.
should be loaded to bad. Stagel should be loaded to bad.
Bad. That
Harris
for the phone number. And
Tom will be loaded to good because you're not doing error handling on
zip code,
right? So in your case, you're loading Tom as Tonia's case. She will load Tom as bad record.
Yes.
Okay.
In my case, it should be 7 read and 1, 2, 3, 4 has to go to the good table. Which means no 1.
3.
We can see this one 1, 2,
yeah,
3.
yeah, 3. So 4 will be read and applied will be 3.
Applied, yes, 3.
Applied will be 3. So close all flat files first. Make sure you're no. Yeah, this one I don't care. Okay. Run your workflow.
Okay.
So 4 read, 3 inserted, 1 updated. Okay. Let's check. Abdul got inserted and end dated at the same time. Very good. No, look at the second row.
This one, yes. End. Yeah. Okay, this one is end.
Because that is one Abdul 10.
10 and then 20 came and with the Y.
Okay. Rahman got inserted. And in your case, Tom got inserted. Tunia's case, Tom will not get inserted. And show me the bad.
Because of zip code.
Yeah. Show me the bad.
I did flat files, right?
Okay, you did a flat file. Okay. TGT files.
I think this one.
Yeah. No, refresh this. No, this is yesterday, 7/29, right? Double click on TGT.
Oh, I think no.
You're doing it as a table.
Table. I did table.
Yeah, you're truncating the table. You showed me, right?
Yes. I'm sorry. This one.
Yeah. Refresh.
Oh,
Why is Sami 0 getting loaded as 0?
give me 2 seconds.
Did you import the source MPID as number or or varchar?
No, it's not this one, Abdul. I'm sorry, it's not this one. Hold on. 2 seconds. I'm sorry about that. It should be.
That one only. That data looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, that data looks proper.
But this
Okay,
is-
why is Sami getting loaded as 0? Because you did
Oh,
not
probably.
convert it back to varchar. You
Varchar.
created this as number here, MPID as number, right?
Yeah, that happened to me before. When you do double or decimal, I have to do it
Yeah.
as
So you have
varchar.
to change the structure of this table and have MPID as varchar here.
Sure.
If you keep it as number and incoming is alphabet, it will get loaded as 0 automatically. Okay, so this is done. Rerun the workflow. Hold on.
Before we change it.
No, don't make any changes. So tell me what will happen. Open the database and put the flat file beneath it, right below it.
Flat file, you mean?
No, open the database table and put the flat file right under it. I want to.
Oh, flat file. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I think this one, I think.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Minimize this. Open the table also.
This table, I think, right?
Yeah. Okay. Now, can someone tell me what will happen when you rerun the workflow?
Okay, if we rerun the table.
Rerun the workflow. So what will happen now?
Wait.
One Abdul 20 will get end dated. The first row will get end dated.
Double. This one is gonna be double, right? Again, one of them is gonna come. Again, it's gonna be new. Then later, Y is gonna come.
No, open it. I'll tell you. Open the flat file. Okay. First record will come in and it will update one Abdul 20 in your database, right? That will get end dated.
End dated.
Okay.
That one come.
One Abdul 10 will get inserted and end dated at the same time.
Okay.
And then one Abdul 20 will be inserted and open ended. That will be the active flag. Okay.
So we have 3 N and 1 Y. We will have
3 N and 1 Y for Abdul. That is correct. Okay. And for Rahman and Tom, there are no changes because MD5 is equals to MD5.
I see.
And since you said pick up last row, it will only pick up active flag equals to Y and then, oh, wait. Your Abdul N has come below. Why did Abdul N come lower? When you say pick up last row, now it will pick up, no, go to database. Yeah. When you say pick up last row for each MPID, it will pick up one Abdul 10 and N because that is your last row, right? Your last row should always be Y.
But 5, 6, yes, you're right. This is the
So
last.
okay, don't run your workflow. Go to your lookup query, lookup override. Double click on your lookup override and go to lookup SQL override. Generate SQL and put where active flag equals to Y. Where ample underscore no, you don't know. Copy the table name first. That's not how you copy the table name in the lookup only. The second last column. Dot flag equals to Y. Dot, what is it? Active flag. What is the column in the database?
Active
underscore flag equals to Y. Yeah, don't depend on Powercenter to pick up last value. It's better to put this in there actually. Equals to Y uppercase. Okay, say okay. It cannot be, yeah, say okay.
So this one stay here too?
That's okay. You can ignore that. Your lookup override will override this one. Yeah, you can ignore that. You don't have to make any changes.
Oh, okay.
Control S. Refresh your session, refresh your workflow, and run it. So Abdul, there are 4 records for Abdul, but everything got end dated. No changes for Rahman and Tom. Okay, see, this is the problem. So guys, so this is what I was explaining. Now see what happened. All Abdul 10, 1 Abdul 10, 1 Abdul 10 got end dated, which is good. 1 Abdul 20 also got end dated. But you see, another 1 Abdul 20 got end dated. Because, yeah, that one should have been open-ended. Now, because you know what it did? It wrote an update statement. It said, update table, set active flag equals to n, end date equals to 30 July 20, where emp ID equals to 1 and dept ID equals to 20 and salary equals to 1000. So yeah, but now the insert date would be different, right? Can you execute our alter session command?
For the date?
Yes. So you have to keep insert date as you have to keep insert date as a as a key column. Remember, I told you don't make that. I'll tell you why it will.
Yes.
So execute this. Tonya, did you have insert date as a key column? I don't think you have.
Yes, you
do?
actually send the screenshot.
Screenshot, right? Okay,
Yes.
You do. See, this is what happens when you don't see. Rahman and Tom is good. Abdul is also good, except that one Abdul 20, the last column, MD key 10, the last column, that is n. Because when it wrote an update statement, it said update table set active flag equals to n, end date equals to this date, where what do you have in your update strategy, where emp ID equals to 1, dept ID equals to 20, and salary equals to 1000. So it found that and did that. If you had put insert date, it wouldn't have undated that one. So go back to your shortcut folder. Okay, double click on this.
This
No,
one,
this
right?
one only. Yeah. Go to columns, make insert date as a key column. Okay, say apply, say okay. Control S. Log in and log out from the regular folder. Okay, close the window on the left. Show me your target table. Do you have empty insert date as a key column along with others?
We change it, right?
Very good. Okay, now go back to your lookup. Okay, so you have to bring in updates are always on the lookup columns, right? So you have to bring back insert date also from the lookup, right?
I see.
Right. You're bringing back emp ID, dept ID, salary, and phone number. Okay, click on phone number.
On phone number, this one?
5, and create a new column.
Which is insert date, right?
And yeah, what is it called in your database? It should be the exact same thing.
Oh, database in. I see.
What is it called? It's called ins underscore date. Yeah, say ins underscore date. Make it date column. And then uncheck that input. Yeah, over here just put sysdate, associated expression, and put sysdate here and validate. Okay, say okay. Oh, wait. You didn't make that change in the lookup override. You added a new column, right? Go back to your properties.
Properties. Okay. Here, right?
No. Go on the top, lookup override. Copy the last line. Okay, Control C and say generate SQL again. So now it added that insert date also. Do you see in lowercase? You see in lowercase insert date?
This one.
Yeah, it added that also. Okay, now refresh. Say okay. Say okay. Say apply. Say okay. Take out insert date from the all the way till the update strategy.
Oh, put inside here, right?
From lookup. take insert date to router to.
I see. Hold on. With an insert date here, this one. Okay.
Okay. Now take insert date from update.
To update and from update to the other
To
one.
yeah, target update. Keeps yeah. Take insert date.
This one.
Yeah. Okay, and then map it to the target.
So this one is going to come insert date.
Yeah. Based on this combination, it will update now. Okay. Control S. Refresh your session. Refresh your workflow. Truncate your target table. Okay. Truncate your target table. Okay. Show me your source again. Okay. Okay. So run the workflow. So same thing. The first run, it will no changes in the first run. Okay, go back to your database. 1 Abdul 10 will be inserted and end-dated. 1 Abdul 20 will be inserted and it will be open-ended. Why is your active the flags? Why going on the top? Are you sorting somewhere? Sorting the data. Okay. Anyways, rerun the workflow now. So now when we were rerunning, 2 more records were getting inserted for Abdul. Hold on.
One of them should be
Yeah.
Y, right?
Yeah, one of them should be Y. So you will have 3 N's and 1 Y for Abdul.
Should have like that. So let's see. Oh, went to the top, I think. Yeah.
Do you see?
One,
Abdul?
two, here.
Yeah, Abdul has only 1 open record. Okay, everything else got N, and then Rahman and Tom also got end dated, and then
Abdul
they got inserted again.
Yeah.
Okay, so you only have 3 open records, 3 active records right now.
Yes.
Okay. Tunya, do you have any questions?
No, it works actually. I just tried it. I can show you if you want.
Why were you getting that Boolean error? Because I never saw that error.
Yeah, because I made a mistake in that MD5 expression. It was telling me that it parsed successfully, but at the end the workflow was failing, and I was getting that message in the workflow because I made a mistake.
So what did you do to fix it?
No, I just fixed it because I did not put that not equals to. You know, I put everything in a row, and I was like, "Why is it not working?"
Oh, Ramil,
it was
you made the
saying
same
that it was
Guys,
parsed success.
What's happening?
Yeah,
you both of you did the same thing, because MD5 means incoming rows not equals to the outgoing rows, right? You have to put both. Okay, guys, I'm falling behind. Yeah.
Abdul, why we are reading 8 records? We have 7 records in source.
We have 7 records, but we are can you go back? So we have 7 records. Initially we inserted 2,
no,
and then
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, some are bad records, right? So we only inserted.
No. Actually 8, but 2 MPID 1. That's why it looks 7 here. But actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No, you have MPID A also there. Guys,
yeah, that's right. It's 8.
Yeah.
No,
4.
he's mentioning that why he is reading 8, but we have 7. We actually have 8 here. Just number is 7. MPID is 7 here.
And we are not loading these 8 records in the table. Out of this, we are loading only the first, second, third, and the last one.
Third, yeah. On my case is different. Tonia's case is different because of the zip code.
Yeah, if he truncates and loads, you will only see 4 records. 1 Abdul 10 will be inserted and end dated. 1 Abdul 20 will be open and dated. So, and then Tom and
is gonna
Tom and Rahman will be inserted as open. Okay. So when you rerun again, it will end date. So that's the reason you should not pick up records which did not change. So if you had implemented the incremental load here, you would have read 0 records and 0 inserts and 0 updates and 0 upserts.
Yeah.
Is that clear to everyone? So right now we are again picking up everything, even though there are no changes. Incremental load means you will only pick up change records. So you should have a column here called action date or something. Based on that, you will pick up the records. Is that clear to everyone? At work, every day when you rerun, Abdul is getting end-dated and again inserted, right? It will not happen because you will be doing incremental load. You will not even pick up any of these 7 records unless one record unless something changes. Is that clear to everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to share screen. You can stop sharing, Rama.
Okay. Yes.
You're falling way behind. But it's okay. At least 2 of you did the dynamic lookup cache. So.
Yeah, I mean, I do the current ones and then go back and
That's
I did like
that's the right way.
5 assignments. I did from the back to the back. I mean, I did like 5 assignments. Just small issues I had on this lookup that I showed you. Nothing else.
Okay, so guys, dynamic. If you guys are having hard time understand, you guys did it. Okay, both of you. Tony, I didn't even explain. Ramil, yours was slightly. I explained. I did this once in 12 years. Okay, nobody will ask you to do dynamic lookup cache because it's very resource intensive. Everybody will tell you, okay, they will ensure. Okay, you can do the regular lookup, and then you can just add an aggregator here and say pick last value, right? You can do regular lookup and then just add an aggregator and say pick last value, right?
Yes.
For each MPID, it will pick up the last value. So don't have to do all that. If you're starting to get duplicates and your workflow starts failing, simply add an aggregator, pick the last value. But I am making you do the most difficult things which I did once in my life. I'm making you guys do it even before you go to work. Okay, so you guys, if you guys can do this, you'll be as good as me. Okay, no, I'm not going to say, oh, you just have to load flat files to tables, you will just have to filter out data. No, why should I do simple things when you go to work and then my phone will be like non-stop? I'll get non-stop calls. Abdul, what is this? Why, what are they doing? Why are they doing this? Right?
Can we give this as an example of
yes,
our
please do.
Yeah.
Yep.
That question. Yeah.
Dynamic lookup cache, error handling, and then you did incremental load in one mapping. You did good point actually. In one mapping, you did indirect load where you created the list file dynamically and did archive. Then you did incremental load. Then you did dynamic lookup cache, and then you did error handling in one single mapping. Okay,
as
that guy will. That person interviewing. That person who is interviewing you will not even want to talk to you anymore. That guy will say, okay, that's it. I don't want to hear anymore. This is like combining 4 major topics into one. That guy won't even have any questions to ask because you already said indirect load, you already said error handling, you said dynamic lookup cache, you said SCD2. You're covering like 4 important interview questions in one shot, right? There is nothing for him to left to ask. Okay, let's move on. So now all the topics are like small topics, which I probably can finish it by the weekend. Okay, very simple, small topics, but you guys should still know. Okay. Okay, that was the maximum, most difficult topic. Nothing after that, I promise. Okay, I don't give out money just for doing one mapping because that was complicated. Okay, so now let me go back to rank. I have this flat file. Okay, I have this flat file. Do you guys see this? I have this flat file. I want to load employees earning the highest salary. I want to load the employee earning the highest salary into my target table. Okay. I want to load employee earning the highest salary in my target table. So let me open my mapping. Okay. So I'm not going to create it from scratch. Guys are taking up my time. Okay. I'll import the structure of the source. I'll import the structure of the target. It will have all the columns and then rank column. No, I don't need this rank column, but I'll just keep it for now. I want to load employee earning the highest salary in my source flat file. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use a rank transformation. I'll take everything, dump it here, take everything. Okay, I'll go to ports. I will rank on salary. Okay, and then I will say pick up the highest salary. So rank, you know what it will do? It will sort data in descending order of salary now. Internally, rank will sort data in descending order of salary, and now it will pick up the first row. Okay, Control S, and let me refresh. You guys understood this, right? Rank transformation.
Yes.
So you have to make sure that you're ranking on salary. So it's doing descending. So descending means I will pick up the top one salary. If I say bottom, I will get the person earning the lowest salary. Okay, Control S, and go here. Okay, what is the mapping name? Session name. WFFF Aura rank. WFFF Aura. I checked online. Nobody has a good recording for on YouTube. Nobody has acidity type 2 with dynamic. They are all explaining wrong. When I do it their way,
I was trying to do after one guy, and he didn't do that MD5. He actually did what you do. He did where expression, and he was giving the I instead of Y and N. He was giving I.
But the problem is, I tried all of those. The problem is when you rerun, right? It's messing
Yes.
up. It's messing up everything in the target. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, so let me go here. Properties. I'll make sure that it's insert because I'm not using update strategy. It's going to be insert. Okay. Stop on error as 1. Reading data from the right folder. Target is going to be truncated because I'm not using update strategy. Okay, I said top 1. Okay. So okay, Control S. So what is my target table? I'm not using shortcut, so it's not showing up here. So I will simply say because I did not show half of the things which I showed for this batch. I did not show for previous batches. Okay, don't think it's getting too complicated. It's just that the job market right now, it's very competitive because there's people from Airbnb, Uber, Panasonic, all these people are there in the job market. They're competing with you. Maybe in January, if you had attended the batch, I wouldn't have showed all of this. Right? If you check previous batches recordings, I did not show PLSQL, I did not show cloud, I did not show Snowflake database. Okay, I did not show this, what we did. But unfortunately, times are changing. You have to update your skill sets according to the market. Okay, so I'm going to start my workflow. So I'm reading 9 records. I'm loading 1 record. So is rank transformation, what kind of transformation is rank? Active or passive?
Active.
Active, because it read 9 and it loaded only 1. Okay. So if I do select star from the table, so I'm, wait, why is it doing that? 1 second. Am I reading the right file? Yes. So 7. Oh, okay. Sorry, I read this as 100. Yeah. So this is the highest salary. Is that clear? So if I want to load the lowest salary, because internally it is sorting in descending order. So I have to pick up descending means highest at the top, lowest at the bottom. So if I want the lowest salary, I will say bottom.
Abdul, can we do the partitions too here in this transformation, like a depth, highest salary for that?
Yes,
ID?
yes.
So
For that, yeah, I'm showing that. I'm going to show that. Okay, that is the reason. Do you see? I have different department IDs here. I'm going to show you how to pick up higher salary for department ID 10 and 20.
Abdul, basically we're doing the sorter transformation here, right?
That's what I used to think so far, but no.
No.
No. Okay. So guys, that's what I used to think so far. Okay. I even submitted a ticket on Informatica help because I was thinking you can sort the data before giving into rank, but no. Even if you sort the data on anything, internally it will always rank descending on salary. I got to know this 1 week before. Okay. Internally it is ranking salary. Internally it is sorting. Internally it is sorting data based on this column because you're ranking on this. So now all it is doing in descending, all the highest will be on the top, lowest will be at the bottom. So if I want the lowest salary, I have to pick up the bottom one. Okay, did I run the workflow? Okay, so I picked up the bottom one. So the lowest salary in the entire company is Am. Highest salary is Ali. Lowest salary is Am. Is that clear to everyone? Now I want to load the lowest two salaries. Lowest two salaries is Kamran and Am, right? So I'll simply go here. I will simply go here and say number of ranks is 2. At the mapping level, I'm saying 1. At the session level, I'm saying 2. Which one will overwrite which one? Will I load lowest 2 or lowest 1?
Fashion one.
override.
Yes, very good. That's an interview question. So over here, if I say 1, but this is example of bad coding. Mapping and session should always be in sync, but I'll show you. Over here, I have 1. And at the session level, I have lowest 2. So it will pick up lowest 2. So I want to pick up the lowest 2, which is Anne and Kamran. Select star on this. So I will pick up lowest 2 salaries. If I want to pick up the highest 2 salaries, so simple mappings from going forward here. So if I want to pick up the highest salary, so I will say top 2.
In the homework, we have to pick up both 2 highest and 2 lowest.
Yeah, you need to have 2 target tables. So you have 1 target table, highest target and lowest here. You need to have 1 source definition, source qualifier, rank, target, and then another rank and target. Over
Oh,
here,
so we have to have 2 ranks?
Yeah, 2 rank transformations, because one will pick up the highest, one will pick up the bottom, will pick up the lowest. So anyways, so if now I should see Ali and Uso. Okay, Ali and Uso. So those are the 2 highest salaries. Now, the question Ramil or someone who just asked, I want to pick up the highest salary for each department. Department ID 10, I want to pick up the highest salary. Department ID 20, I want to pick up the highest salary. So department ID 20 is Ali. And department ID 10 highest salary is who is highest salary? Department ID 10, Abdul, right? Abdul and Ali. Okay. So I will simply go here. Oh, I cannot do it here. I have to do it from here. Do you see group by? I will say group by depth ID. So each department ID will become like an individual table internally. So when I say group by, what will it do? It will pick up the highest salary in department ID 10 and highest salary in department ID 20. Is that clear?
Now we're doing max salary and aggregator transformation.
Yes. Yes. That is right. So that's an interview question. How do you do aggregate transformation without using aggregate? So you say you have to use rank and say group by. That's actually an interview question. If you look up we'll look at the interview questions in the Word document I have. That's actually one of the interview questions. How do you do aggregate without using actually I was asked this question in 2012 at Wells Fargo. How do you do aggregate transformation without doing without using aggregate transformation? That's the answer. So this will pick up highest salary in each department. Oh, so I said highest two. I think I said two highest. No.
Session level.
Session level. Yeah, see, that's why it should always be in sync. Yeah, I said top two for each department, right? So this will pick up the two highest salaries for each department. Is that clear? See, department ID 10 has 700 as highest salary. Department ID 20 has Ali, and then 1,700, 900 also. If you do group by. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
Now, why do I have this extra column here? Why do I have this extra column? Now, if somebody says, can you find out the rank of each person in the company? Okay, so all you have to do is take this rank, map it here. There is another way we did it. Do you guys remember how we did this?
Yeah, in the expression, right?
Yes. So we built like so much logic here. So we built so much logic here.
And then previous salary, previous.
Yeah. So it's going to make you like lazy, because all you have to do is, but this is only work for rank. You cannot do dense rank with this. Okay, you can only do rank. Okay. Now I want to rank each person based on their salary in the entire company. So I cannot do any group wise. Oh, wait. Over here, I have to go and make this as maximum as possible. That's one problem. When you do it in the expression level, you don't have to make this 10, 20, or 30, right? Even if 100 records come in, it will sort. It will keep adding +1, +1, +1. This is one problem we have with rank transformation. That's why people don't prefer rank. You have to know how many records are coming in and have to put that here. Right?
So Abdul, let's say that right now it's going to work good. What about if you got the flat file and change the number of the rows? Let's say
that's 50. What I'm saying. You don't use this. You will never use this rank. You will have to come back here and change it. If you want to find out rank, so just use the based on rank.
What we did before?
Yeah. This is complicated, but this can handle how many ever records you dump it in the source. Or in this one, you have to know how many records are coming in, and you have to at least have that much value or greater. No, don't use this. This is a shortcut, and this is a quick and easy way of doing things, but it has limitations. If you put 1 here, it will only load 1 record here. Okay, anyways, so I create a rank column, and then I mapped it to rank. How many records do I have in my source? 1, 2. Okay, 9. So I put 10 over there, so I should be good. So okay, session level did not get refreshed. See, it is still showing this. Nope, it still did not get changed. See, I will get ranks, and in rank transformation, if there are consecutive ranks, this will get skipped. Whereas if this was dense rank, you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So it will not give us dense rank. This is not good for dense rank.
No, rank. So this has two limitations. One, it cannot do dense rank. The other limitation is you have to know how many records are coming in. Okay, this one gives me the salary of employees based on their this give me the rank of employees based on their salary in the entire company, right? I want to know for each department what is their rank. Simply go here and say group by depth ID. See, department ID 10, the ranks, department 20, the ranks. Anybody has any questions on this? Yeah,
No.
Nobody has any questions. Let me move on. Any questions? Okay, now I'm going to show you. I want to complete this one and this one. I have 35 minutes. I want to finish this one and this one. I have plenty of time. Okay, this one and this one. At work, you will be given a table or you will be given a flat file. They will ask you to load data into an XML. So what is an XML? XML is nothing but another
Flat file?
it's another flat file in which data is I didn't want to close it. Okay. What is an XML? Usually you have data like this, right? Employee ID, name, depth ID, and then you have 1 comma 2 comma and something like this, right? This is a comma separated flat file. So what is an XML? Same thing. I'll write the same data in XML between tags. Whenever you open a tag, you will end the tag. But clear, you don't do it this way. You use the forward slash. Okay. Then between this, you will have tags. You will have emp ID. Let me say, just give it. So there is no confusion. So you should have a header tag and a footer tag, and then you will have data like this. Whenever you open a tag, you will have to close the tag with a backslash. Whenever you open a tag, you have to close a opening tag with a backslash tag. Okay, then you have name, control V, control backslash and control V. Then you have depth ID. Same information, I wrote it in tags. This is clear to everyone. So this one and this one is same, except this one is a comma separated file. Delimiter is comma over here. This is an XML. Okay, let me get rid of this. So if you guys don't have Notepad++, please start using Notepad++. Okay, so employee back / employee ID, name, depth ID. Okay, this is how you save it. So save it on desktop. You can say ample sample xml.xml. Give it any name .xml and then go here and go to second last option. Second last option is here. And save it. Do you see how it got saved? So this is an XML. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. This is clear. So when you export your workflows, right, it gets, when you export, you guys remember when you export your workflows, it gets exported as a form of an XML. This is the incremental load. This workflow was exported on this date. The repository name is prod repo. The user ID is administrator. I did not use shortcut folders. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. It's number, varchar, number, date, date. My source is a Oracle table, and the database name is XC, and this is the target table, and this is the schema name. See, that entire information is between sources. When you so if you have an open source, you have a \source and you will end it. In between, you have this source field, business name. Okay. Then if you look at target is EMP HP target. It's an Oracle database. Schema name. Okay, I don't know. Okay, then the first column is number, then varchar, number, date, and date. So then you have the column names here: emp ID, name, depth ID, hire data, and action date. Okay, this is the target properties. Then in the mapping, you have so many transformations. This is the first transformation. This is the second transformation. This is the third one. Okay, it has so many information here. Workflow session. See, workflow variables data use. So this over here, data is stored between tags. Okay, just remember that data is stored between tags. Okay, so this is my sample XML. Okay, so when you export your ETL code, it gets stored as an exported as an XML. Requirement at work. When you go to work, they will say, Abdul, please take this table and export it as an XML. Please export this as an XML. So what will you do?
Right click on this one and export.
No, you can actually do that, but no, you cannot do. You shouldn't have manual. You should schedule a workflow at 5 p.m. every day. And every day the data will be loaded into the target table, and then workflow should run, export the XML, and send it over to whoever wants it. Right? You have like 1,000 jobs. You cannot right click and export, right? You can do that, but see, you can say right click and export. You can export in the form of XML. Okay, you can do this. See, export.xml. Let me save it on my desktop. No manual intervention. See, you do. See, emp ID, name, depth ID, salary, rank. Okay, name, say Bashir, depth ID is 20, salary is 800. You see all of that, right? No, but you shouldn't be doing that. Suppose if you have like a million rows, it will error out. So you have to schedule it. Okay, so first thing, I will import the structure of source. Okay, my source name is target is going to be create, and I will just say empl underscore XML something. I'll just call this as flat file, create, and go to columns. I will create one, and then I'll just call this as empl underscore XML. You can call it anything you want. Make sure that this is like 9999, something like that. There's a limit to it. I don't know what's the limit. Okay. Okay. So this is how you create a flat file. Okay. XML is nothing but a flat file only. Okay. So I have the structure of source, structure of target. I will create a mapping. Create m underscore Aura underscore XML underscore EMP underscore ranked, something like this. Okay. Drag and drop the structure of your source. Emp rank. Why is it not here? I didn't do Control S. Oh, emp salary. Okay. My source is emp salary. My target is what is my target table? A target amp underscore XML, of course. Amp underscore X. Yeah, this is my target. Okay, close everything. Okay. Is this clear to everyone? Now, you need to have, when you're loading data from a table, whenever you're loading data, whenever you're reading data from a table or a flat file or a C or anything, and you're creating an XML, you need an XSD. XSD means which syntax you want the data in. So let's create a sample XSD. Okay, let's create a sample. What are the columns in my source? I have amp ID, name, depth ID, salary, and rank. So we have to create an XSD. It's the structure. So I have these columns. Okay, so let me create. So amp ID, name, depth ID, then I will have salary, then rank, get rid of all of this. Okay, I can put 9 here. Okay, I can put AAA, something like this. Over here, I can put department ID is 2 digits. So 2 digits means I can put some 2 digits. Salary, I don't know how many digits, so I'll just put something like this. You can put 999 or whatever. It just wants the syntax, something like this. Rank is again numbers. Okay, is that clear? So I can amp ID can be 3 digits. Name can be, let me put some more. Okay, so amp ID can be 3-digit number. Name can be a varchar and it can have alphabets. Depth ID can be 2 digits only. Salary can be these many digits. Rank can be these many digits. Is this clear to everyone? So you create a syntax here.
So we have to make sure we have enough for like the whole
Yes.
info for
Yes.
for all
Otherwise,
the
your data will get truncated. Yeah. Okay. So save this. Okay. Now go to your here. So you will create something called as an XML generator because what are you doing? You're generating an XML, right? You're reading data from something and you're generating an XML. So it's asking select the XSD, which syntax you want it. Okay, so go to your desktop and say amp underscores. This is a one, right? Say open. You'll get this. The option to override the infinite length of field is not set. Do you want to set it before? Say yes and say okay. Okay. Say you'll get this. Say next and then say finish. Okay, you got the XSD. Okay, you got the XSD. You will take amp ID, name, depth ID, salary, and rank and map it here. And then you'll take the output and map it here. That is it. We'll take a sequence generator and map it to this one. That is it. This will create your, so it will take data from this format. It will take data from this format. Take data from this format and will generate an XML. Okay. So just make sure that you have enough. So you never click on any of these except the last one. This is 64, data output is 64,000. So that is more than enough. Make sure depth ID is integer, amp ID is integer, name is 10 characters. If you want to increase this, you can increase it. Integer, rank, and salary, this is all integer. So problem is always with string. If you have incoming value greater than 10, it will only handle up to 10. Okay, no changes here. Say okay, that's it. Arrange all iconic. Now I will generate a why is generate workflow disabled? because I'm using an XML. That's why. I actually never use that option. So anyways, let me just create it manually, I guess. Workflow, edit. You'll get this option. This workflow is created by. Okay, so go to property. No, okay. Oh no. Why did I change workflow create? WF underscore. Just put 1 at the end because I already had. Okay, now I will create a session and F Aura to. Oh, my mapping is invalid. My mapping is invalid.
Abdul,
Yeah.
Is it possible because of the slash? I mean, I may have a mistake, but I think when you showed us example, the slash was at the end. You put it to the front.
Slash.
Yeah, you
Oh,
remember.
did I put it at the front?
I may have a mistake, but it's just what I remember.
No, not this. This one.
You see here that it was after the salary, this slash inside the rank, you know. Yeah, I think when you showed us the example, this slash was after the salary, after the rank.
Which example?
You showed us the example, the big data, you remember? But I may have a mistake. I mean, it's the first time I see that. So
It's forward slash. Didn't I use forward slash? Yeah, I'm using forward slash only. This is the right format. Oh no, my mapping is invalid. Hold on 1 second. Why is it saying the component is incompatible? There is something wrong with the installation. There is something wrong with my installation. The component version supported by the plugin library is incompatible with the one registered in the. These are invalid transformations. I don't know why I'm getting that error. I shouldn't be getting that error. So the Powercenter plugin should be re-registered. Why do I have to re-register the plugin? Of course. You can ask questions on Informatica network. You can ask questions whatever you want. Okay. Unfortunately, there is a problem with the plugins I registered. If you look at this, I should have XML. See, Informatica. No, not that one. SQL transformation, union transformation. Yeah, it is active. Why is it? I don't know why it's saying you have to re-register the component version. Okay, let me try to do it again. Open, say no, say next, say finish. Take everything from here and map it here. Take this and map it here. Then it's in that. Can somebody share screen and try this? I'm going to stop sharing.
Do you want me to share?
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah. I'm not going to wait for people to. I'm not going to ask people. Whoever is interested can share.
Okay, where do you want me to go to SQL?
Go to database and create a table with 3 columns. Just create a table with simple 3 columns in your database.
Yes.
Call it as emp_xml. Yeah, emp ID, name, depth ID, and enter like 4 or 5 records.
Good.
Yeah, that's good. Enter like 3 records in this. Same thing, whatever I did. At work, if you get those kind of errors that the plugin is invalid, you'll have to talk to your Informatica admin. That's not a developer's job. That's a admin's job. Yeah, that should be good. And comment. Okay. So create an XSD.
Oh, on the SQL, right? Here?
No. Create an XSD on your desktop.
You should help me here.
Open a notepad.
Okay. Let's say emp after the XML.
Yeah. No. Open a notepad. Open your Notepad++.
Oh, Notepad++.
Yeah. Do you have Notepad++?
I have Notepad++.
Yeah, open that. Save, attach it to your taskbar. Okay. Anyways.
The same thing.
So yeah, put tags
Like
less than greater than symbol. Put employee there between the tags.
an employee.
Employee should be between the tags, in the tags.
Here.
Yeah. And paste it again in those the tags at the end, and put a / at the start. Yeah. Hit enter there. Hit enter between the tags. Place your cursor. Yeah, hit enter there. Okay, hit enter one more time. Okay. Now over here, put emp ID between tags again. Tag emp ID tag 1, tag emp ID tag. Put 1 there. and put a backslash or forward slash at the start of the second emp ID. Yep. Put name and depth ID also. Oh, maybe the problem is, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, put Abdul. Yeah, let me try it on yours. I think I made a mistake. Okay, and depth ID. Put 10 there. You don't have to put one Abdul 10, okay? You can put any number, any alphabets, and any numbers again.
This is the kind of structure, right?
Yes, structure exists is just like
So
a structure of the
anything
XML.
should
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, you can put instead of 10, 10, you can put 9, 9. Instead of Abdul, you can put A.
I see. Let's do like that. You're right.
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Let's do like that.
Increase it. Don't keep it 5. What if tomorrow you'll get something big? Yeah.
Yeah, like that. And emp ID should be 999, even though like, it's good, man.
Yeah. Okay. So get rid of the empty white space at line 6. You have an empty white space at line 6.
Line 6. Okay.
Yes. So go to File and Save As. And second, Save As. And second, select the second last option from the Save As type. Second last option. Go all the way to the bottom. Second last. Okay. And then give it some name. Get rid of new one. Get rid of new one. And just say ample.
Ample XML.
Nothing. Yeah, just say ample. Ample should be good enough. Say save. Okay. You missed one E at the end. That's okay. Okay, close this. Import the structure of source.
Do you want me to go with the shared or?
No, just do it in the
Master
local.
here.
Yeah.
Here, okay. So my source is gonna be table, right?
Yes, the database table which you created. Just type in XML. I think. Yeah, that's right. Just type in XML. You only have one table called XML. Say OK. Control S. Go to targets. Create a flat file here. Empty flat file. Go to targets on the top and say create. And just give it any name. Call it ample_XML. At work, you'll be given names. You don't have to worry about all that. Okay, make this as flat file. Create and create one dummy folder in this, a dummy column in this, and call this as ample_XML, and then make it string 999. You can make it 64,000 also. Okay, so say apply, say OK. Control S. Create a mapping. m_aura_XML_EMP. Same thing what I was doing. EMP, click OK. Drag and drop your source, drag and drop your target. Yeah. Drag and drop your target. Below that. One more up. Yeah. And close the window on the left. Get an XML generator. Because you're generating an XML, right? Get an XML generator. The one with the orange. No, move to your right. Left. The last three we will never use. No, move to your right. That is parser. That is the opposite. Generator. Move to your right. The blue one.
The one with the blue.
Yeah, that one. Bring it. Select the XSD, which you have on your desktop.
Which we created on the desktop, right?
Yes, the one you created on your desktop. Okay.
Oh, I think we should all data.
Just search for it. XML. Just type in XML.
This.
No.
This
Yeah, that one.
This one.
Yep. Say yes.
Yes, right.
Okay. Say OK.
Okay.
Say next.
Finish.
Yep. There's some lag. Okay. Yeah. Click finish. Okay. And then map everything to the incoming ports, emp ID name depth ID, map it to emp ID name depth ID, and take data output and map it to, and do Control S. Oh, your mapping is invalid too. Scroll up. I mean, you still need to have a sequence generator. The component version supported
Maybe
by
it's
the
not free.
No, it is free. It is free. Control S. The component version supported by plugin library is incompatible with the one registered in the repository. Hey, let me try to do it on Informatica Cloud, okay? Actually, this is a good example. Let me try to do that. Can you stop sharing? I don't know. I don't know if you're doing something wrong or. Okay, let me do this on Informatica Cloud. I never did this. This is a simple mapping. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, I have too many tabs open. Where is my Informatica? Yeah, here. You guys can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Okay, first I have to create a connection. Actually, I don't need to create a connection. I already have a connection to my Oracle HR schema. This is my HR schema and this is my desktop. So I will, yeah, so let me create a mapping now. Okay, I don't have to create connections. Data integration. I don't know why it keeps asking that. So I'm going to create a mapping here. So I was looking at all these NoSQL. So you do select star from table in SQL. In NoSQL, you just do find. So if you want to bring in the columns, you have to say like this. Where statement, you do like this find, and inside status equals to A. Where status equals to A. In NoSQL, you do something like this. I'll show this a little bit. Okay, then I will create a table in my, it's not called tables. Okay, so look at this. Table is called collection in RDBMS or SQL. It's called database. It's called database here. Table is called collection. Row is called document. Column is called field. Index is called index. Table joins is called lookup. Okay, and then this is how you do select. This is how you create table, which you all know. Over here, you don't have to create table. You can say db.people.insert one. When you, it's like you're writing an insert statement. So table will be created and data will be inserted at the same time. The good thing about NoSQL is, so when you can insert first record like this, user ID age status. The second record you can insert is user ID and address. So it will create first three columns, then it will create, for the second row, it will create first three columns and then the fourth column. You don't have to specify. So this is, I'm going to show this a little bit. Then I'll show you how to extract data from MongoDB and load it to our Oracle database. Okay. So I'm going to create a mapping here. I'm going to create a mapping. So I'm going to create a simple mapping. I'm not going to use any of the templates they give. So my source is going to be Oracle single object. So the one I want is supposed to be a simple one. I don't know why it's erroring out. Okay, so my source is called, what is my get called rank? Oh. Salary. Okay, this is my source. Okay, fields, it has these 5 fields. Okay, you guys can use partitions here. if Powercenter does not have buy a license, on this one you have 30-day free license. Okay, so this is my source, and what do I have? Source, and then see, I don't have source definition and source qualifier. I have just one source. Okay, where is my XML? Okay, XML, I need to request router sequence sorter, structure, transaction control. Nope, XML is not, it doesn't come by default, which is over there they gave it free. Over here they don't do it free. So if you want to request, you have to go here, go back to administrator console. You have to request for a connection. So they will never give you everything in free in one place. Some things they'll give you there, some things they'll give you here. So add-on connectors. So these are all the connectors you can request. So Snowflake, I already started. So if you want Zendesk, if you want to connect to Workday, if you just search for XML here. See, MongoDB also has license available. I already requested for that. So let me say XML. It will say contact sales. Oh, read XML files has to integrate with any other Informatica. Okay. XML as a source, it's free. XML as a target, they are saying contact us. I don't know why they want you to contact us. Contact us. Okay, sorry guys, I don't know why it's not.
So if we want to use XML as a source in the regular Informatica, we use that orange one that Ramil was taking.
Yeah, so if you want, if your source is an XML,
Yes, we
your
use the
source is an
orange
XML,
one.
you will use the orange one. So what my plan was, I'll extract data from this target table and load it to an XML. Take this XML and load it to another. The output of this, I want to load it to another target. Okay, that I wanted to do that. Unfortunately, I don't know why it's giving. I have never seen this error before. I've never seen this error before. I actually wanted to cover those two in.
Did we save the file as .xsd?
Why did it get saved as Internet Explorer? Yeah, that's what I think. The edit with Notepad++ file save as. No, it doesn't get. You have to.
Maybe you have to put the
Put XSD.
.xsd. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, we didn't do this, right?
No, we didn't do this.
We put XML there. So
Mhm.
okay, that one again disappeared. .xsd. Let's save. Okay,
Not imported.
let me try to do that. Because I was importing as XML. Okay, because that's not an XML, that's an XSD. Okay, so use this. Nope, non-bytes characters are not allowed. Non-byte characters, non-byte characters. Character. Why do I have non-byte? There's no white space characters. Okay. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Let me try it one more time. Cancel. Non-white space characters are not allowed apart from app and font documentation. Okay, let me take this one. Okay, I'll take XML as a source. Okay, this is my source here. Okay, at work, they will give you an XML. They'll ask you to load data to a table. Okay, they'll ask you to load this data to a table. Okay, so your source is going to be, so let me go back to my, my source is going to be a, like over there, we created a flat file as a target, right? I will create a flat file as a source here. So XML source, the dummy one. And this one will be flat file. Done. So I'll say source XML. Okay, so okay. Control S. Go back here. Oh, sorry, not like this. So at work, they will give you this XML. So let's save this on my info shade, and over here, I'll just drag and drop this one here. Okay. I'll drag and drop that one over there. File, import from file, and you will say, no, not desktop. Go to this PC. See, Informatica 0.6.1. You can keep it on the desktop also, but at work, nothing will be on your desktop info shade. SRC files and all files. Where is the export? Oh, put it in info shade. I don't know why you put it. Okay, so you will not select this box. Okay, you will just say next. Okay, you will say next. You say finish. Control S. You will drag and drop your XML as a source. Was it this one? No, it was not that one. It was this one, export. Okay, drop this one. And then you'll again have to use the XSD. And now I will use XML parser. Okay, so go to my I. If this doesn't work, there's some problem with my installation.
Abdul, I was trying to research this problem. Many guys say that like it might have a problem with the client installation, Powercenter client installation.
Yeah, looks like there is a problem.
That means we all did it.
So It never had a problem before for the previous batches.
Can you imagine? I'm gonna uninstall again the Powercenter.
No, don't the extension. No, don't install. We'll just try it out in Informatica Cloud. Okay. So let me try.
Just watch the videos on YouTube.
Yeah, that's very simple. Okay, let me try this one. So let me go back to my. Yeah.
Abdul, how often you get something like that at work?
Oh, a lot. Actually, what's his name? Badri, are you there on the call? He was actually working on. He was actually working on XML like last month. So my source. My source is going to be flat file, single object. Let me save. What is it called? Export, right? Okay. Where is it? Export. Okay, I think I moved it. Move it back. Okay. Preview data. Okay, and then click on target. And my target, I want to load this data into. I want to load the data into this table. Let me truncate this table. I want to load data in this table. So I'll go back to my Informatica Cloud. Click on target. Target and connection is Oracle. Single object. This is insert. Select the target table. Okay. Truncate the target table. Target fields. Field mapping. How do I map MPID to MPID? Let me just give you the. Yeah, let me look into this. Not reading the columns here. New columns. Okay, let me look into this and let me look into that error as well. But I'll give you the.
But we didn't choose the transformation, right?
No, the XML generator and parser.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not working, right?
No, in the cloud.
No, in the cloud, I never did it before. I'll have to look into that. So XML as source and XML as target. So XML parser and XML generator. Okay. These are like 10-minute videos. It's very simple. How do I copy the link? Okay, and let me post it. Sorry guys, I tried to show, but I don't know why it's never had a problem before. And
Abdul, can we connect to MongoDB in Powercenter?
no, you need a license for that. You need in see in
And
Powercenter, you cannot. You need a Power Exchange connector for that. So if you go to source and say import from database,
Mhm.
it says here MongoDB.
Mhm.
I tried doing it, but it wouldn't let me. So I'm going to
Maybe
try
at work we can maybe
at work.
connect.
Yeah, at work. Yeah,
And AWS as well.
yeah. AWS, anything you can connect.
But we
I'm
need to
actually,
have Power Exchange, you said?
yeah, you need to have the Power Exchange. I'm running 9.6.1. I think for 10.2 and 10.4, MongoDB is there by default.
Hmm.
But yeah, but I went to a conference. I asked the person there, Informatica person. They said no, not for 9.6.1. You need a Power Exchange. But he said just download and install. Download, log into this thing, Informatica Cloud. You will automatically have everything built in there. Like
Yeah, I
notes
saw
and
that. Yeah, I
yeah.
applied the license that I can
Oh, you
connect
did?
now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but you only have 30 days to practice that.
I mean, after that, you're gonna create new account and then you're gonna continue.
Yeah, or you can export all of your mappings and then
Mhm.
import it into another one.
That's
Export
right.
all of your mappings from here and import it into the other account.
But the connections you have to
Yeah,
create again.
connections you have to create. Connections are not a big deal. Once you create a connection, the next time also you can do it.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Fahad posted some questions for his interview. I hope you guys are all comfortable with all the questions except the Teradata. So Teradata is a database. It has its own set of utilities. Like for example, in Oracle, the SQL loader utility we did, right? That is used to export data very quickly from database to a flat file. You don't have to connect to Powercenter to load data from table to flat file. You can use SQL loader to export data from table to flat file. Just like that, Teradata is a database which is very popular these days.
It's faster than Oracle, they say,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's faster than Oracle. When you're reading millions of records, it's much faster than Oracle. So it is, so other create table and all those things, it's similar, joins and everything, except that it has a bunch of utilities which is very popular in the market. Okay, it's called tload, fast pump. Uh, so it does the same thing. It extracts data from a table and loads to a flat file very fast. It extracts data from flat file and loads it to a table very fast. So if you want to do that, you don't even have to touch Powercenter. You can extract, but the problem is it cannot do SCD type. It says only simple extract and load. It cannot do ETL. It can do E and L, extract and load. From flat file to table or table to flat file, it can extract and load. Okay. Sometimes you'll get a request. Can you extract all the data from this table and load it to a flat file and send it to me, and or load it to your share drive. So you don't have to go to workflow, run workflow, which will pull in all the records from the database to Powercenter, source definition, source qualifier, and target. It built in something which can quickly do it. So those utilities are very popular. I have Teradata installed somewhere here. I don't know where it is. You cannot install Teradata on your computer like this. You have to install a virtual machine, and on the virtual machine, you have to install that. Okay. That, just watch those recordings for that on YouTube. Okay. If you have that on your resume, that's very good, because a lot of companies are looking for those Teradata utilities. I know I keep saying you have to study this, study that, but that's how the job market is. Like 3 years ago, when I started training first, or you can ask Kamil. I probably showed him like 10% of what I showed you guys. He got a job in 2013. He got a job because he knew basic SQL, basic Informatica. I did not show him dynamic lookup cache. I did not show him unconnected lookup. I did not show him Informatica Cloud. I did not show him PLSQL. I did not show him like so many things. XML source, XML as target. Like he probably knew 5 to 10% of what you guys know, and he got a job. But now with so much advancement in
That's
technology,
7 years ago.
yeah, they keep asking, like, say, even I am studying MongoDB because I know they're going to ask you. So I am learning from scratch how to write a select statement, create table. I'm doing from scratch. Okay, the Informatica, AWS, I'm doing from scratch. Okay, Informatica Cloud, Snowflake, I just created account day before yesterday. So you have to keep learning. And if you know all of this stuff, right, you'll probably make, with 2 years of experience, you'll probably make 175, 180, 175,000 a year.
Abdul, AWS big data, that one, do you have to just take previous certificates and then jump to the big data, or how it works? I don't know like too much.
So if you want to work into if you want to move into big data, you should have good 2 to 3 years of this regular ETL experience. Once you're working as an ETL developer on the side, like how I'm doing, on the side, you will have to study. And then you have to see, the good thing about AWS is on one screen, you have database, you have
network and everything.
Yeah, you have ETL, you have database, you have reporting, everything on one screen. Server, I'll just show that and then I'll end the class.
Cloud, right?
Yeah, everything is on one single screen. Of course, I won't, yeah. For a change, my password worked. So on one screen, you have like, see, databases. This is SQL databases. These are no SQL databases. Do you see this one? No SQL. They have this one, Neptune, which is a graphical database. This is their file system. Like C Informatica 9.6.1 server, InfoShade, SRC file system. This is their file system storage. This is their database. This is their ETL tool. This is their ETL tool. They have virtual machines here. Okay. You can click on this one and create your own database here. 12 months is free. First 12 months is free. You have to enter your credit card information. Does anybody have an AWS account?
I have 2 certificates from here.
Oh, nice. Actually, you should be teaching this. So if you create database, you can pick and choose. If you want Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server, MariaDB, MySQL, Postgres, Amazon Aurora. Amazon has their own. Okay. So you can, this is, certification from AWS would look real. They'll ignore all resumes. They'll pick up this one. Okay.
Abdul, let me ask you then this question. Like after us to be done with this SQL and all Informatica and everything, which one will be like a more like reliable for us, like to go for it, like AWS or something else? Or
don't do any of this. Okay, don't do any of this. Okay, once you settle into your new job and after like 5-6 months, do this thing. Okay? You don't have to download and install even a single software on your computer. All the softwares are on this. It's $60 for 6 months. Okay, it's $60 for 6 months or something. Yeah, 6 months, it's $59. So you have everything on here. Like if you want to learn, all the softwares are pre-installed on this one, and then $60 for 6 months, and then this guy has some Udemy videos for $10. It's the entire course. Just do these two things. This guy has placed thousands of people worldwide. So I've been lazy. I am trying to watch. See, I've been watching this from last 1 year. I'm actually doing this. When I started this batch, I was doing this very good, and now I stopped. So just get a subscription. Please don't do it right now. Get a subscription here, $60, $10 video, $10 video. So $80. Start. See how many videos he has. He has like all of these. He starts from scratch. All of this, all of these videos, all of these videos. See, he's doing everything. Row level transformation, expression, filter transformation, joining, aggregator, group by, sorter, rank, set operations. Okay, so this is, if you know ETL, this will be very easy for you to understand. Okay, read data from
But you
different
say you
platforms.
first have to get the experience.
Don't wait for a lot of experience. Get a job. Settle into your job. As soon as you get a job, you won't have time to even eat or drink, or you'll be so busy with your job. Once you settle in, and then once you get a hang of things, what's happening at work, slowly move into this. Okay, create an account here, $60 for 6 months, and I bought 2 videos here, $10. So $80 will get you started.
Although it's Python.
Yeah, he's teaching Python. Here, see, basic programming, introduction and setting up Python, functions in Python, Python collections, MapReduce, setting up data. You don't have to install a single software here. So I watch the videos. I have 2 screens. I push this to the left side. On the right side, I keep this, and you can, I'll show you. But please don't do this right now. You guys will go crazy learning that and this. And so people who are already working like for 3-4 months, they should get into this. Over here, you will do ETL. Over here, you will do ETL by writing your code. You cannot drag and drop anything. Okay. I forgot where to click also. I don't remember where to click also. That's bad.
So you mean that this ITversity gives us the chance, without downloading any database, we can go over here and practice everything, right?
Yeah, do you see? May 14th. May 30th, I started this batch. May 15th, 14th, I was doing all of these. I was doing all of this. But see, this is, what am I doing here? I'm reading data from a flat file, which is separated by comma. Only the first record. Splitting data, and then I'm doing a summation. I don't even know how to execute this. I did this everything, and now I don't even know how to execute this. Okay, I won't make myself look bad, but yeah. Over here, if you look at the file system, right? Files are like huge. So more. If you look at, they have Airbnb data, they have.
It looks like a Linux a little bit.
Yeah, this is Linux only. And
Linux only, right?
Yeah, this is Linux only. There's some, all these people created accounts. This person has so many people creating accounts. This guy is excellent. This guy is really good. So he has some sample Airbnb. I think I showed you guys, right? Airbnb data and Uber data with the comments.
I think we were at the SQL classes you showed us.
Yeah, during the SEC. I don't even know.
Yeah, you showed us the Uber files.
Yeah, where it won't have the Uber driver's first name and last name and phone number. It will only have the car type, Toyota, model, and the where the customer picked up from, where was the customer dropped, and then it also had the comments of the driver. And the files were huge, and the files are not comma separated files here. Okay, the files over here are JSON files. So JSON files is like your, actually I can show you here. Your data will be in this format. Your data will be in, not this. See, your data will be in this format. This is called as key value pair. Key, key and then value. Key and then value. Key and then value. So over here, you create a table like this and insert a record, right? This is how data is stored in big data technologies. In MongoDB also, data is here. The flat files will have data stored like this. Okay. So those files are huge files. And then if you want to return only user ID for this, I want to return. So if I want to return user ID for this value, I will say select star from table where user ID equals to ABC123, right? Over here, you will use find command, for example. Yeah. No. This is how you would return data from the table. Select star from table with status equals to A. You will assign database name, collection, object, document, and then the value. So this is equivalent to this. So don't worry too much about this. Okay, this is from 6 months from now. Okay, you guys, after, don't even ask me how do I set up a subscription. I will not give you, because first you need to get a job, settle down. Once you have time, after you get a job, contact me. I'll be more than happy to help you guys. People who are already working, like Badri, and who else is working right now in this batch? So those people, please contact me. I'll be more than happy to guide you here. Badri, you should probably do this because you already have AWS certifications. Don't work in ETL. Make big money. Make good money. You'll make 175, 180 in New York City. Minimum 150, not less than that, if you know all these technologies.
You mean the Python, right?
Python, NoSQL,
AWS.
AWS, NoSQL, and Python, yes. You need to know all these, Spark, Scala, all these. See, we are literally doing ETL here, inner join, outer join, filter. So if you play this video, this is how he's doing filter here.
As I see that, like if we're gonna be really good at the ETL, like right, let's say the Powercenter SQL, then this is gonna be not very difficult. We have to just memorize the syntax here.
Yeah, you don't even need to
practice, and I think we can be good.
Yeah, so he's doing filter here. In Powercenter, you drag and drop things. Over here, you will write this. See, Powercenter is not good when you're reading millions of records, billions of records. It will crash. It will crash. But this one, it can read millions of records in like seconds, literally seconds. So people are, the more data companies have, they are moving away from the traditional ETL and Oracle to this. But this should be your stepping stone. After 6 months, you should start learning all of these technologies. He's literally doing filter, join, inner join, counts, group by, aggregate, sorter, rank, global rank, top end products by price per category. We did top salary per department, right? He's doing top end products by price per category.
Abdul, after getting the job, like this kind of updates on your resume, you are doing for the like changing a job or for certificates. Like, what's the purpose? Like, just to update yourself or just to have that as a certificate?
Right now, I'm happy. I'm not looking for a job. So, but people who are currently, because I have a job and then I'm doing these trainings and we place people and we make money. So I don't need to do this training. I'm only doing this. So I want to be like what's happening in the market. And when I talk to other people, I shouldn't like, oh, what is NoSQL? What is MongoDB? And what is all these big data technologies? Or
so
worst
you keep updating yourself.
Yeah, but you should always be prepared, guys. See, people in February at Airbnb and Uber, they were thinking, people who were working in San Francisco Airbnb, they were making $200,000 plus benefits plus 50,000 stocks. They were like, we probably never needed a job, but they laid off like 5,000 people, right? Uber laid off 2,000 people. So never ever think that you're always the technology you know is the best. I always give that example, like Nokia and BlackBerry. Never think you know everything, and always keep updating your skill sets. Okay, don't fall away so behind that you have no idea what's happening in the market. Right? Tomorrow, if God forbid, you lose your job. You don't want to be sitting right there and start learning and then give interviews, right? You'll always be prepared. Tomorrow, you never know. Your company might not be doing good and they lay off like 5,000 people and they say, bye bye. Here's 1 month of salary, 2 months of salary. Thank you. Right? Always be prepared.
Yeah.
You cannot say, I'm done. I took 2 months of Abdul's class. That's it. No. That was the case. Everybody would have spent 2 months and worked in IT, right? So I'm not trying to scare you. Whatever we are doing so far, we are good. We have like, we completed actually 2 months today. We have like 10 more days, 2 more weeks. Okay. We will have mock interviews and we will place you guys. Okay. We will have mock interviews. Adil will find a job. We will place you guys and everything. But 6 months after that, you guys should start looking into this, especially right around November and December. Job at work, you won't have that much work during November and after last week of November to first week of January. You won't have a lot of work around that time. You should start looking into all of this. Okay. We'll talk after 6 months. We'll talk, but don't ask me how do I set up ITversity account and all those things. Okay, I will not give it to you.
Do you or like your guys, like your team has the batch for the Python too or AWS?
No, we don't. I'm the only trainer.
Or I mean,
Abdul, you should
are you
start AWS. Then you got 3 of the customers this year.
Yeah,
no,
see,
are you planning maybe in the future that to
in the
have like
future I might, but the problem is I cannot push people into big data right away, right? See,
no, I know in the future I'm talking
in
about.
the problem, see over here, if I'm asking you to filter data, you're going to just drag and drop filter. You don't have to write anything in for it, right? Over here, just to filter data, see how much things you have to do. You have to first, over here I will have source definition, source qualifier, and target. Source definition will read data, filter will filter out data, target will load data. Over here I have to write how, from which location I have to read data, what is the delimiter is this, and how many columns do I have, how many records I want to read. I have to drag and drop has to be converted into type. If I start teaching this to people who have no idea about IT, who never, they'll run away. If I show them this,
So you're trying to say that everybody have to start with a regular SQL with a
yes,
regular
yes,
Informatica.
yes, you cannot go into this, guys. We can, if I retrain people into this, we'll make more money. You will make more money. See, the moment you're born, you cannot run. You have to first walk and run. It's a gradual step-by-step process. If I teach for 2 months and then say, okay, you'll go make 200,000, everybody would do that. First make 90 to 100, then move on to this. And this will make you understand how filter works, router works, rank, same concepts he's teaching here, but he's typing everything. You need to know a little bit of Java, you need to know Python, you need to know other technologies, you need to know Unix. But it also depends on your interest. Like, do something on AWS, create your account. Like, I never showed Badri AWS, he did it by himself. Okay, it's very easy. There's like certifications for this. This would look very good on your resume. AWS Glue is the ETL tool for for Amazon's. This is the ETL tool. You can schedule and run your jobs, generate and edit transformations. Okay, so this is all free. First 12 months is free. So you can run jobs of this. Okay.
Abdul,
Okay.
Yeah.
the jobs you place us in, how long are those contracts? Are they contracts or permanent jobs?
No, we don't do permanent jobs. We do contract jobs. You have to work with us for 18 months. After 18 months, you can, if you want a full-time job, we will help you. But we want people to work with us for at least 18 months. And after that, you can go in the market and you can get if you want to continue working with us, you're more than welcome. But if you want to find something on your own after 18 months, you're more than welcome to go and find something on your own. We will help you with all the background checks and everything. But with the effort we are putting in, with the training we are providing, with the support after you get a job we are providing, we expect everyone to stay with us for 18 months. I don't want there to be any confusion. Okay. So I don't want after the classes, I don't want people to say, oh, we already paid you training money. No, we don't make money on the training fee because I have to pay marketing team. I have to pay the person who's taking mock interviews. And I spent 2.5 months with you guys. We do not make money on the training fee. So we make money once you get a job and we pay you an amount and we take a percentage. So Adil is going to call you probably next week and he will set up a conference. Actually, not this Sunday. The next Sunday he's going to join right after the call. So I wanted to tell you guys. So he's going to join the meeting, our Google Meet meeting at once the class ends. So he wants to talk to all of you guys. After 18 months, you are more than welcome to join any other job outside. But stay with us for 18 months so we can make some money, you make some money. Okay?
Yes, got it.
So we're meeting on Saturday?
Yes. No assignment questions. Actually, there is one assignment question. Complete that. Then we'll meet.
10.3, I think, right? Or I mean, 11.
The rank transformation, which Tonya was talking about.
Second highest salary.
Yeah, I actually did that already, half of it. You just need another rank and the
So
target.
is it second and or is it two highest salaries? Or is it second highest?
The highest and the lowest. Highest 2 salaries in one table, lowest 2 salaries in another table.
Okay. Okay.
2 different tables. That's a simple one. That shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. Okay. Okay. So I have the smaller transformations, which I'll wrap up. I have the smaller transformations, which I'll wrap up on Saturday. Okay. I'll see you guys. Please end the class. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Okay.
Have a good night, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good night, guys.